Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday, and let's talk keto. Some of you have been asking me, how does keto work? How can you eat all that cheese? How can you eat all that fat? How can you eat that bacon and lose weight? Well, I want to explain to you today a little bit about the science behind keto. There are three main factors that our body needs, three main areas of nutrients that our body needs in order to burn energy. And one of them is carbohydrates, another one is protein, and another one is carbohydrates. Did I say that? Protein, carbohydrates, and fat. There we go. I got it all straight now. And so anyway, with your pancreas producing insulin, carbs are needed to fuel that. And so a lot of times people have a hard time losing weight because of their body producing too much insulin or not enough insulin or not enough insulin. And so people that are pre-diabetic or that are extremely overweight have a hard time with those type of diets because of the carb intake. And so if you are diagnosed as a diabetic, a lot of times the doctors will put you on a low fat, low carbohydrate diet. Well, you end up starving to death that way. I mean, you can lose weight over a period of time, but it's really, really hard to lose weight at any rate that makes you feel like you're making any kind of progress. And so anyhow, the body is still producing insulin, and many of you that are diabetic have to take insulin in order to compensate for whatever your pancreas is not producing to keep up with the carb intake. And so keto is a diet that is specifically geared toward using fat as the main source of fuel in the body. So by eliminating most of the carb intake out of your diet, it gives your pancreas a rest, and then your liver begins to kick in and burn up fat. And so because of the high metabolic rate of fat burning that the liver does, the liver is an awesome machine. Anyway, you have to compensate for that by eating fat. And so it's like, you've heard of those diets like the more you eat, the more you lose. It's kind of the same concept here, except for you want to there's a macros, and every person has a specific macros on keto according to what their ideal weight is and where they want to be. But basically it's like a wheel, and so the wheel is like split up into thirds, and there's a small segment of that wheel that's for carbs, very small. And because you want to stay in ketosis, if you're in ketosis, which is usually the fat burning mode is usually under 35 carbs a day. If you get up towards 50 carbs a day, you're going to be like in the to 65 carbs a day. That's like a maintenance realm. But anyway, 35 and under, you're going to be able to stay in ketosis. If you go really extreme with it, you may want to go down even lower than that, like 20 carbs a day, which is really, really challenging. It's really difficult. And so for me, I like to stay around 20 to 30 carbs a day. And that just really helps me. And I'm still burning fat, I'm still losing weight, and I'm still, I'm still in the ketosis realm. And it gives me a chance to put in some little things that my body needs in order to stay on the diet. So it's a lifestyle diet. It is not anything that you go on for like 2 weeks and then crash 10 pounds off of you and then get off of it, because then you're going to gain the weight back. You have to go into it with an attitude of, this is how I'm going to eat, this is my lifestyle. And so anyway, the liver burns the fat, and so that segment of carbs has to stay really, really low in order for you to stay in ketosis, so that the liver burns fat as a source of fuel. All right, and then the medium section for the wheel, is for protein. And so you're going to take in a certain amount of protein that your body needs in order to cut down the cravings, to have maintain muscle mass, you know, all those type of things. And then the larger segment, larger than even protein and carbs put together, is going to be fat. And so it's easy to do though, because there are lots of meats that have marbled fat in them. You've got butter, you can use heavy cream, there's fat in cheeses, there's you know, there's olive oils, salad dressings, you know, there's good fats, you know, like avocados. That's an awesome source of good fat. And so you have good fats that you can partake of and that are going to help you cut the cravings. And it's going to actually encourage your liver to burn fat. So anyway, that is the gist of it. The gist of it is you're giving your pancreas a break, and your body doesn't have to produce all that insulin to try to keep up with all those carbs and everything. And it cuts down on the cravings. You have the energy that you need from the protein and from the fat coming into your body, and your liver just turns into a fat burning machine, and it's really, really awesome. And so the last time that I was on this diet, and I should have never quit. I should have never quit. It was the worst thing I could have done, is to quit. And so I just need to, like, if I slip, or if I, you know, have a day where I just feel like I have to have something that's got carbs in it, I just need to get right back on it the next day. So that's what I plan to do this time. And so I am fully in ketosis now. And I am feeling better. I am already feeling better. I don't feel like I have to have, you know, those great big meals. I don't feel like I have to have, you know, I'm starting to do intermittent fasting a little bit now. I don't feel like I have to have a meal every 4 to 5 hours. You know, I can have like an 8-hour segment of the day where I'm eating, and then the rest of the time I'm fasting. So my goal is to get down to like a 6-hour slot of where I eat, and then, you know, rest of the time I'm fasting. And so you can do it if you stay in ketosis. Ketosis is the key to all of this. And so it's really, really important to count the carbs that you are taking in, because, you know, 1 here, 2 there, it adds up, and it adds up quick. So you need to memorize the type of foods, what the portion size looks like for the amount of carbs that it takes in. And we'll get into all that later on. But for today, what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you a clip of broccoli cheese soup that we make here at the house that is really, really good. And so I've got a little clip that I'm going to insert right here. Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and this is a clip I'm going to insert into the Wellness Wednesday video. And this is a bowl of chicken broccoli cheese soup that we just made with we sauteed onions and added heavy cream and some Velveeta cheese. And then we boiled, in a separate pot, we boiled chicken in water and made a nice broth, and seasoned it with salt and pepper and a bay leaf. And then we just put everything together, and we bought a couple of bags of those frozen vegetables that has the broccoli and the snow peas and the carrots and the water chestnuts, and we added that to the pot. And so there's a whole head of fresh broccoli along with all those other vegetables, and 2 big old fat chicken breasts cubed up. And so that's what the soup looks like. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so yummy. Anyway, the best thing about this, it's keto. So I'm going to enjoy my soup. I just wanted to share this with you guys, and it's real easy. You just throw everything together, and voila, you have soup. All right, so you see that broccoli cheese soup with the chicken in it looks amazing, and it's very low carb. It has the only carbs that's in it is from that little bit of onion that we used in the saute to build the base of the cheese and the cream mixture, and then we just put all that in with the chicken broth and the chicken, and then we added in some frozen vegetables, the Asian style frozen vegetables with the sugar snap peas, and there's a few carbs there. There's a few carbs in the little bits of carrots that's there, and so all in all, there's not very many carbs per serving. This is a really nutritious soup. It's a meal all in itself, and we had it for supper, and we're going to have it for supper again because it makes enough to provide for 2 meals, and all I used was 2 large boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Okay, now for this next section here of the video, I want to shout out a couple of channels. If you're seriously interested in keto and you want to have more information, there's a doctor. His name is Dr. Berg. He is a chiropractor, but he practices the keto lifestyle. He's very knowledgeable about the keto lifestyle, and he has tons of videos on the keto lifestyle, and I will link his channel down below. He has helped me so much. There's a gal, her name is McWowie, and Allie used to be really super heavy, and she has lost down to a normal weight on the keto diet. She's in the maintenance level. She's been in maintenance for a while now, but she still puts out videos to encourage people and to provide keto education. And she actually counted calories also while she was on keto, and so she lost the weight really fast. And so, but I don't want to put too much on myself, so I'm not going to say, well, I have to stay under 1,500 calories a day, because she was really super strict on herself. She just ate that 1 meal a day, but she's got some good recipes. She's got some great tips on how to fight any urges that you might be having to just jump off the wagon, and she shows you how to be successful, set yourself up for success. She takes you on shopping trips. She's got a really good channel, so I will link her down below as well. And then if you're looking for recipes, keto recipes, let me just suggest Pinterest. You can start with my Pinterest account. You can find me on Pinterest at Lori Latimer, and I've got a whole folder set up for keto, and there's lots of recipes there. If you stick to getting a decent amount of food in for your meal intake, then you won't be wanting to snack so much at night. And so I don't really have a whole lot of sweets in my folder. I have some, but when it comes to keto, if all you focus on is trying to figure out keto desserts and how can I step over the line here, you're going to be battling with jumping in and out of ketosis. So the main thing is to stay under those carbs, count those carbs, and if you do eat something sweet, make sure it is a keto sweet recipe, but eat some solid meals, and just like your mama taught you, eat your dinner before you have dessert. All right, well, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. Happy Wellness Wednesday. I'll be watching your videos as well, and God bless you today is my prayer. We'll see you next time. Bye.